Today I'm taking you around Elgin again. I'm going to take you up to the top of Lady Hill, and I will see you when we get closer to the hill. So right there is the monument on top of Lady Hill, and we'll be there shortly. I have this beautiful wooded trail that leads you down to the Lossy River down there. So I've just crossed the bridge from the Lossy River coming up on Tesco. If you're wondering what this is, it's my little go-to. I'll show some footage during this video of walking through the woods with that, and possibly when I'm up on top of Lady Hill. And behind me here, you have the Moray Leisure Center. Lady Hill derives its name from the Chapel of Our Lady, attached to the Castle of Elgin, which occupied the site from the earliest times. The column in memory of George, 5th Duke of Gordon, was erected in 1839, with the statue of Duke being added in 1855. Castle on the Hill. This natural hillock is where the story of Elgin begins, and where King Duncan I died after a bruising encounter with Macbeth. Rising steeply out of the floodplains of the River Lossy, Lady Hill is the perfect location for a castle. The earliest forts were made of timber and earth, and nothing of them survives. In 1130, King David I took control of Moray and constructed a foreboding stone castle here as his power base for the area. It is the ruins of this castle which you can explore on top of Lady Hill today. The name Lady Hill is said to come from the Chapel of Our Lady, at one time attached to the castle. Ordinary people set up home at the foot of the hill for protection. In time, this settlement grew into the town which became the royal borough of Elgin. Take a stroll to the summit to enjoy views over today's city and beyond, to see what remains of a once mighty castle. So here is Lady Hill from the front side. If you can hear some cars, that is because directly behind me is the A96, which is the major road between Inverness and Aberdeen. Elgin Castle, the ruins of a castle approximately 240 feet by 50 feet. Once a stronghold of the early Scottish kings, was mentioned in the Charter of Malcolm IV, 1160. Lady Hill Monument. Erected in 1839, the 80-foot high Tuscan column carries a 12-foot high statue of George V and last Duke of Gordon, a renowned agriculturalist and soldier. Memorial cottages. After the First World War, a local MP funded the buildings of this memorial garden and 2 cottages for war veterans, Solva to the right and Messines to the left. Messines was a battle which took place in France in 1914. Solva is a misspelled reference to the landing at Suvla Bay, which was part of the Gallipoli campaign in 1915. In total, 461 men of Elgin lost their lives in the war. Their names are recorded on the war memorial on the plain stones. So I just climbed the 117 steps to the top of Lady Hill, and you are greeted with what are just about 360-degree views. Now granted, I'm not quite at the middle of the hill. Behind me here you've got the little marker. Show that in a second, and then the statue itself. So this is called the Lady Hill Toposcope, gifted to the people of Elgin by the Elgin Fund, August of 2010. Lady Hill derives its name from the castle's Chapel of St. Mary, which remains in use until the 16th century. So what I really like about this toposcope is it tells you that you are here, and off in the distance you have Elgin Cathedral, which was built in 1224. You have St. Giles Church down out that way built in 1827, the Elgin Museum in 1842, the Anderson Institute in 1832. Way off in the distance out there, that is Dr. Gray's, it's the local hospital here, and that was built in 1819. Favored royal residence. The stone wall in front of you is all that remains of mighty Elgin Castle. Once the center of royal power in the north of Scotland, built by David I when he took control of the area in 1130, the castle hosted many royal visitors before it was partly destroyed during the Wars of Independence. You can see how thick the walls were, designed to resist siege engines and battering rams. Hey, thanks for accompanying me to the Lady Hill today. Hopefully you enjoyed the tour and learned something, and hopefully I can continue the Elgin vlogs coming. Until the next video, see you next time.